Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my Jay Bird. And this is remembering 1976 and 1977, how I used to play the old and the new. I'm bringing it all back from 77 and molding my new openings like the tower. And right now, I stopped at 2100 with the tower. I'm working on the 2200 tower right now. And I almost had it a couple times. But we'll come back to the tower openings again at a higher level. Maybe I have to show more lower level ones, but right now I'm stuck at 2200. So I'm just going to randomly pull up these games that I got. I got a lot of games with no arrows or assistance to help whatsoever. I got to get done. I got to get them. So I'm randomly going to go through and just bring them out and show you how I used to play. And this is one of them right here. I'm in black. And this is called Nightbird, Night Queen, Knights 88 to bot 1800, game 9, no errors, no assistance, no help of any kind to beat this bot. And let me take you back to 1977 again, with the E4, D6, D4, E6, D3, D7, E2, and E7. There's your Knight's Bird since 1977 too, just like my Jaybird. But the Jaybird, the bishop was first. Then the other pieces were finally played out. And actually, how that got played out, Jay Bird got tired of seeing the two bishops up here and say, play something else. I said, all right. So I did. I didn't put the two bishops up. I started either put the queen up. I just pushed the queen up one time, or uh, or the knight. And then I played like that. And then he said to me, well, it's the same thing. I said, no, it's not. Now it's this piece, you know. And which, when I first came up with the Jay Bird, we discussed it, how we can move our pieces around and this and that. And then he go on one of those dead stares and didn't say anything. We kept playing. Okay, after E7, castle, H6, B5, A6, D3, G5, F4, G4, pass, F5, pass, E5, G3. Don't want to open this lane up right here. It's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I didn't want to deal with it. After G3, H5, C3, H4, B4. Now this variation is a little bit different than normal here, how I did this. Because this lately the 1800s are too aggressive, and now I'm trying to play normal games and it just wants to play ridiculous. This one ain't too bad. It seems to be pretty much normal. After B4, G3 takes G3, F6, B3, into the knight's queen, E7, F2, F8, and there's your knight's 88. Even though it's 15 moves, but it's still called knight's 88. And if it was one, if it was 15 moves on one, it'd be 151 if it was one, because then I used the 15 moves and the number. But the original one was 8 moves, and it was 8 and 8, 88. But this is going to be knight's 88. Anytime it's back there, it'll be knight's 88. After F8, D5 takes D5. I didn't still want to open up this lane. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want all this crazy. So after D5 takes, C4. He puts his rook over here then, but you'll see after C4, I go G7. He goes D2. Now, you got to be careful here of the checkmates here. This lane's blocked. If you start walking away here or something and he starts throwing checks, and you got to be careful. After D2, I put knight E up, E7. Now, if this queen walks away anywhere, he could drop his bishop here and it's checkmate. If I walk away from the square, let's see. After E7, B5, pass, A5. Didn't want to deal with it. B6, C6, didn't want to deal with it. I says, no, we're going like this. After C6, he goes A3. And he could have put pressure, but he still wouldn't have done him. There's nothing over here with this bishop. He could have sacked and then came over and said check, and then I just moved back here again. Where's he gonna? There's nothing else here. There's nothing to get in here. After a3, I push h4, takes h4, takes h4. He goes g3. I go h3. And now after that, he goes rookie up. He defends it. I guess he didn't want to come over here and then I guess trade the pieces. I just would have took it and his king would have been there, and then maybe I would have said check here. Now that rook wouldn't have been here, so if he would have said that check, I could have just possibly walked over here, but then he's like one or no, somehow run the queen back here and check. And you gotta be careful here. But I beat him to the punch here, I think. After d3, h7, stayed on the lane. And he did that. And I'm looking, look at this. I can do this. I can do this. And still get back and see what I can do. After f2, takes f5. If he don't take, I just took a pawn for nothing. The check ain't going to do him no good. We'll swap the pieces. Then he could take. But then I got, well, he could take with that knight and then go like that. I'm still winning. But after f5 takes, he takes f5. I take f5 with a check. He goes g1. What do? I go back h7. I'm still worried about this checkmate here. I didn't want to take any chances to try to venture on anywhere from this point, but to get back and watch this square. After h7, he goes e3. When I saw that, I says, he's done. I mean, he didn't even try to walk out of here. I don't know what's going on here. This pawn's here, so even if he would have walked up here right away, and I said check, if he was here, oh, where was he? He was here. So if he would have went here instead, we'll come back to this, but he went here. After e3, h1, check, g2, and there's game. Let's see, he goes here. Instead, what happens if he just would have tried to walk out of here? Let's say, come up here. Oh, okay, wait, maybe I'm wrong. And then I would have said check this way. Then if he would have went up here, let's see this. Let's say he goes here. Oh, look at the knight. But that's what I'm saying. What happens if he would have done that first? Let's go back first. Hold on. Let's go. Okay, after this, we go here. He goes here. Let's say he goes like this first. Oh, he can't. It's too late. Check. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. I think it's too late. I go here. Where's he? He can't go here. He can't go here. Ah, okay. Okay. All right, that's cool. But let's go back over this game quick. That's cool. It looks legit. This game looks legit. See, sometimes I worry about it. Sometimes what's really going on. Like that 2200, I was disgusted on that last 2200 game I had. I didn't know. I still don't know. I might have been winning. I don't know. But the game went the way it went. This game went like this. And even, let's stop it there. Let's say he goes like this first. Let's just say he does that first. Well, then I go here. What? All right, so that didn't prove anything. And then if he took, I took, and then he still does this, we're still like this anyway. I still can't leave this lane. The bishop's out of the way. It would be his move. And then, okay, so he's defense, and then we just go back here again. We're still back to where we were. Yeah, we're still back to where we were. Okay, well, that's pretty cool too. So all right, where were we? Let me take it back here a little bit. Okay, let's start from here. So it looks pretty good. That wouldn't have done him no good either to take that knight down there. And that's how the game went. Okay, there you have it. Thanks for stopping by, and we're going to have some more. Remembering 76 and the 77.